So what do dancers do when they have their period? Here's a few. I'm going to name a few suggestions. I'm going to tell you what I recommend, and I'm going to tell you other things that dancers do that is up to your own discretion. Do at your own risk. The only ones that I'm going to mention are the ones that are safe. If you're 18 plus, follow if you choose. If you're not, don't take any directions from me. Actually, parents, I don't even know why you're on this video, to be honest, but let's continue. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I really wanted to do this video because I felt like this is a question that a lot of people wonder, but I have not seen this topic covered in a video anywhere. So I thought, you know what, why not? Let me just be the first one to do it because I've been asked this and I feel like it's something that is either genuine curiosity or something that people really need to know the answer to, because if you want to dance, you know, every month we have this little visitor that comes, and she's not the greatest little visitor, but she brings havoc for about a week and she's unavoidable. But at the same time, you gotta get that money. So let's cover what do strippers do when they have their period. Alright, so before we get started, I just wanted to say that this is a hate-free zone. This is a positive energy zone. So if you have any negative comments to say, or if you're not really into strippers or this topic, just kindly exit out and, you know, wherever, and that'll be fine, because hate comments don't even show up on my page because I filtered out so many hate phrases that I might see it, but nobody else is going to see it, and I don't really care because you came to spew hate. But anyways, let's just cover this topic. Let's all be mature. So what do strippers do on their period? I'm not going to sit here and say that girls don't work when they're on their period, because bills have to get paid and things happen and you got to do what you got to do. Do I like to work on my period? No, because just to keep it honest, it might be TMI, so if you're a man, sorry, but you know, this is for the ladies. I get the heaviest in the first 2 days and I'm really moody, and like I go from like whiny and like crying to like angry. So I don't like to keep that energy when I bring it to the club because I have no patience when my friend comes, and I just don't like to work when I have my friend come visit, because I don't know, like the first 2 days, the first 2-3 days be hell for me because it's super heavy. So the first option that dancers have when they're on their period is to not work. So you don't have to work those couple of days. Some girls get their flow shorter than others, and it's an option. If you are on your monthly, you don't have to work. Do girls work? Yes. Do some girls not work when they have theirs? Me personally, I don't. I try to take those days to relax, you know, to get my mind straight if I have to. If I can, I try to do like little in-home treatments, like, you know, I'll do like a facial, or I'll do like a home pedicure, or I'll do like, you know, things like that, like Epsom salt baths, or just very relaxing things so that I can recuperate and then be ready to go the next week. So the second option is one that I highly, highly, highly recommend. A lot of people don't know about this, but if you don't, I'm gonna explain it. So it's called a menstrual cup. So I have two different ones here. This one's brand new because I filmed a video opening the packaging and I ended up not liking the video, so I didn't upload it. But I'll probably put a clip of it here to see what it looks like in the packaging. But this is what it looks like. This one's brand new. So it looks like this. It has a little stem on the bottom, and it's just one of these little tubs. So to insert this, like first when you get one of these, it comes in 2 sizes. So if you're a mom, you get the size 2 because, you know, your womb changes. And if you're not a mom, you get the size 1. I think it's a little bit smaller, but ain't no shame. So to get this, the first thing you want to do is boil it. I know people are intimidated by this part, but you have the option to cut off a tiny bit. I wouldn't cut too much because you don't want to cut where the seal is at. So this is my second one. I cut off a tiny little bit, and then I boil it in water, and then I let it sit, and then to insert it, you're gonna squeeze like this, flip, and then you're gonna push up, right? And then what it's gonna do is when you push it up, when it's in the right location, it's gonna open up like this. You're gonna feel it. I know this is TMI, but you're gonna have to put your finger around to see if it fully opened, because you do not want to leak. And what I really love about this one, this is the Diva cup. What I love about this is it might be pricey. I think it's about $40-$50, but this is something that you're gonna get a bunch of uses out of, and it's super convenient. What I love about this and why I highly recommend it is because there's no tampon string to cut. You know, you could wear this up to 12 hours. Yes, you can wear this up to 12 hours. So when I have this on, I change it every 4 to 5 hours, depending on how heavy my flow is. But you can sleep with this overnight. So if I do decide that I want to go to work and I have my period, what I will do is I'll take a shower. Let me grab my feminine wash. So what I do is I take a shower and I use this. It's called MENSTRUAL. It's a product from the Dominican Republic. This is like using mouthwash in your intimate areas. So I want to say that if you're not prepared for this, use a tiny little dab, because this stuff is severe. Or you could use Summer's Eve, or all that other stuff. So what I would do is, well, this is just how I put it in or prepare. I wash myself with the feminine wash, really, really good hot water, whatever. And then I'll towel dry. And then I will wipe myself with a feminine wipe. So here I have Summer's Eve. You could use whichever one. It doesn't matter. You can use baby wipe. I'll wipe myself with a feminine wipe to make sure that nothing is in the outer area. And then I'll insert. So once it's in, I'll wipe again with another feminine wipe, and then you're good to go. You don't have to worry about it for 12 hours. Depending on how heavy your cycle is. I'm not gonna lie, I have worn mine for like up to 10 hours, and I've had 0 issues at all. And if you don't want to just go out and buy this for $50, I have this one here. These are disposable ones. So this one's called a soft cup. You can find this in the same aisle. These are just disposable, so I'm going to open this one to show you, but this one is a little bit more uncomfortable. And then this one is, this one's silicone. So I'm going to open this one to show you. So it comes in this little purple wrap. So it comes in this little purple wrap, and it has like this little plastic bag right here. So you're going to do the same, well, not really the same, because since this one is different. For this one, you're going to squeeze like this, like an H shape, and you're going to slide it through. And it's going to sit in your feminine tunnel just like this and catch everything. I'm not going to lie, the only con with these is that when you're taking it out, it can get extremely messy. So I would suggest having baby wipes. But that's the good thing about having this one, the one that's non-disposable, because if you have this one, you wear it to work, you go home, and when you take a shower, you take it right out, you clean it out, and if you want, you could reinsert it. But this one, let me see how long this one lasts. It doesn't say how long it lasts, but on the box, if you feeling a little freaky, you know what I mean? It says right here, you can wear this during sex. And I don't really use these disposable ones anymore, but I can confirm that that is actually true. Don't judge me. Yes, I could be a little nasty, but this will literally hold everything inside, and you can have sexual relations and not a drop will come out. But the only thing with the disposable ones is you really have to make sure that you have inserted this correctly, because this one is more likely to fail. So that is the second option. This is the one that I highly recommend. Now your third option is the one that everybody is familiar with. So I'm going to show you what it is. So this is what I use. Well, I don't really like to use tampons. I'd rather use a Diva cup because it will save you money, and it's just better because you don't want to dry up your insides, because tampons can dry up your insides because cotton. So the ones that I get is the Playtex Gentle Glide 360. So it turns into a flower. So I know there's like tampons you see and they have like this regular little hard thing that just opens up like a square box. So this is the applicator for the Playtex 360 Sport. And then here I have the little disposable cup that I filled with water. So you see how it holds a good amount. So the thing that I like about this tampon is that it doesn't have that square applicator. So I hope, am I getting this on camera? So this is how it opens up. Which is what I like because it doesn't have that square thing. It opens up legit like a circle. Just like this. But before we do the tampon thing, the first thing you're going to want to do... Oh my god, I'm just wasting tampons. It's fine. I just wanted to just demonstrate the cup itself and what the actual tampon opened up to be. So I'm over here dropping water all over my keyboard. So, okay. So when you have your period and you're dancing, some girls will take out the tampon from the applicator, cut the string, and then insert. What I used to do is I will first insert the tampon. First the tampon goes up, and then the string that is hanging on the bottom, this should be in every dancer bag, a pair of mini scissors. You don't know if you're going to need it for lashes, cut tags, outfits. You're going to cut not too much, just a decent amount. So you're going to cut a decent amount. So I cut my string after it's already inserted. Make sure you don't snip no skin or nothing. And then what I do is tuck the string all the way up. But this is why I prefer the cut method. A lot of dancers do not cut their string. And you don't want to be the dancer that has the string hanging out the panty. So let me just show you what this tampon looks like. I don't use these anymore, but this is what I mean when I say that they open up different. So you see how this one is more square? And then this one is more of a flower shape. So it opens up so you don't have that leaking. Oh my god. And this is really absorbent. I highly recommend that you end up getting some super tampon, because the last thing you want to do is not notice that you're leaking and now you're dancing on somebody, giving them a lap dance, and now you have blood stains on their outfits. I've seen it happen. It will happen. So those are the two that I recommend that are highly popular. The other methods that I know of, to each their own. Now, here's another method. I have tried this before. I don't really like it. This is why I went and got the cup. I know girls who will use professional cosmetic sponges. So some girls will take the tampon, put it in, and then they will take a cosmetic sponge, one or two of these, and they will insert to catch all the blood. I've tried that before. I don't really like it. It didn't feel safe to me, and the thought of having a sponge absorbing that's not even a sponge that's sanitized, it's not something that I really want to do. Another option, some girls use gauze, some girls use baby wipes. I don't recommend that. If you do that, that is on you. Be careful. The last thing you want to do is knock off that pH balance, and then you're going to be screaming if you have a yeast infection. So that, I think that just about sums it up. Those are just some things that strippers do when they have their period. So I'm going to link the link to the Diva Cup. This is my highly recommended must-have. And it also comes with one of these little bags. So, you know, when you store it away or whatever. This one's clean. So if you're like, oh, she's touching that. I live by this thing. So these are just some things that strippers use when they have their period. I don't know many other ways or many other healthy ways that they might work around their period. These are just some of the ways that I know. So if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely hit the bell so that you get the notifications every time I post, because I have so much coming for you guys. You don't even know. Like, we're gonna do makeup, we're gonna do hair, we're gonna do story times, talk throughs, vlogging, like, and I know that seems all over the place, but I'm not somebody that just goes easily into like one box, because there's days where I want to pick up the camera and talk, and there's days where I want to vlog, and there's days where I want to be like educational, like in this video, because I know that people wonder, and this is not just for strippers. So if you're watching this and you're a regular female, I really highly do suggest the Diva Cup. Am I sponsored? No, but I think it's one of the most convenient, easiest things that was made for a woman when we're having, you know, our little monthly friends. So, but whatever you do, as long as you have, you know, if you're dancing, as long as you have some wipes, a good old shower, and some tampons, you'll be good. Because I know with the cup, you can't, like, I don't keep this in my dancer bag. I keep it in my home. So I kind of know, well, I always know when I'm going to get my period, or I could kind of gauge when I'm going to get it. But one thing every dancer should always have in her bag, I don't care who it is, you should always have super size tampons. And even if you're not on some heavy flow, the super size tampons will hold you through the whole night. So every dancer should keep a box of tampons in their bag, because if there's a day where the house mom's not there and you have your period, you don't want to be screwed using baby wipes and all these other things. Just buy something that you know is going to work. If you're used to using whatever tampons you use and you know that they work for you, then continue to do so. I'm just sharing some suggestions and things that I've learned along the way. And I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And thank you so, so much for every like, every comment, every subscriber, all the support that I get. You guys are coming from, you know, from YouTube to my Instagram to leave me support. And I really, really, really appreciate it. Because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. Because I'm finding ways to get, like, I have so much stuff in my head and I want to, like, get it out. And I feel like this is going to be the platform where I finally... you know, where I finally am like, this is it. Like, this is, I really, really, really want to do this. And I'm like, I enjoy it. Like, I'm happy. So this is what we're going to do. So I got to come up with a nickname for you guys. We are ready almost, I think we might be at 3,000 or we're at like 2.5 thousand. But either way, that happens in like a couple of weeks. And I'm like, wow. Like, thank you guys so, so much. But let me just wrap up this video because I don't want to keep talking. So... thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know, but I feel really happy, like, just doing this for you guys. Because I know that there's people that really, really, really do appreciate it. And that's what really makes me happy to do it. So, yeah. Let me go cook these pork chops.